What's up, guys? We're going to get in one more today. We got one from Man Guide. Women are finally getting payback for greed. Let's get into it.
When I left my husband, was only making like $16 an hour. And so that wasn't enough. And so I got myself into a lot of credit card debt because I moved into an apartment that I couldn't really afford, but I thought that someone else was going to be living with me in it. So that's
what do you mean? The ex?
No. Okay, so right after I got divorced, I got into a situation with somebody I knew from work. And
how quickly after the divorce?
Well, like immediately. It was like a rebound, right? I guess
Please, she was already playing during the marriage.
this is what they would call it.
Okay.
And we
Like
worked
the
together.
day after?
Maybe. Sort of. Yes.
Okay.
So I knew him, right? We worked together. That's how we met.
Well, wait,
And
how long are you married?
almost 5 years.
Did you guys ever have any kids?
Yes.
And you got with this person a day after?
Yes, but see what I thought he was like the love of my life.
A day after a divorce. Okay.
Yes.
Sure. And you thought he'd be living with you?
Yes. Like
Oh boy, so basically you left your husband for somebody that you were already bouncing up and down on at work and were making $16 an hour. So you figured I'll just jump right into this relationship the day after divorce. But surprise, surprise, the guy didn't want anything to do with you. This is the classic rebound disaster. You move into an apartment you couldn't afford because you thought Mr. Next in line was going to move in. Girl, you just didn't hit the wall. You slammed into it in full speed. And let's face it, he wasn't the love of your life. He was a placeholder to fill the loneliness. You know, if you're expecting financial stability from a dude who jumps in that fast and is married, you're just begging for more debt. Life tip, take a minute to recalibrate before the next love of your life shows up. Damn.
What is a good amount of money to spend on a first date? A lot of girls feel like I gotta spend a minimum $300 to be with them. I'm like,
300 what?
$300.
American dollars?
Dollars.
Please. On who? On the first date?
Yo, Chad.
For what?
You're considered a high value man. So ladies, this is
High
for
value?
this. You got money?
I think high value is based on stream of income, revenue, but I am extremely cheap and financially conscious, so I don't consider myself a high value man.
And you have a lot of money.
Yes. Yes, and I'm gonna save it, which is why a $300 date ain't never happening. Because what am I paying for actually? If I'm at wit's end and I need help and I'm with you and you need a $300 date, can she save me? Can she help me? Is she an asset or is she a liability? Because anybody need a $300 date off rip is nothing but a liability. I mean, it is. Let's call a spade a spade.
I'm with you.
The women that want $300 dates, there are men out there that are going to continue to take them on them. That's why the women can always say, I'm not doing nothing but $300 a date. Because there are men that will spend $300 to reach their end goal. We know what the end goal is.
$300 on a date. I would say, are you serious? But yes, women are serious. You know, and for what? A steak and lobster for someone you might not see again? No. You know, these women are expecting luxury dates right off the bat and are looking for the sugar daddy level perks, you know, without offering anything in return. I mean, come on. A high value man doesn't need to flex on a $300 date. They're financially smart enough to know that it's a liability. If a woman needs that kind of money to be spent right off the bat, she's a walking red flag and not a high value target. Guys, stop simping, spend wisely, because a good woman isn't basing her worth on how much you will drop on a dinner bill.
I don't pay child support.
Okay, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on.
Like, why would I pay child support? I'm not a bum. When you saying, what do I pay? You're thinking child support, I'm not giving anything. I'm saying, I take care of my babies.
Okay, what does that look like?
The school, clothes, trips, etc.
They live in the house with their mom
Yes.
24/7, right?
Yes.
They live in their home. So do you
Right.
pay any of those bills in their house?
Yes, I did. They
You
grown now.
So the 16-year-old not right now. So you
Yes.
still have one that's underage.
Yes, and well taken care of.
What does that look like
It's
right
amazing.
now, today?
It's amazing.
What does it look like?
What do you mean what it looks like?
For the 16-year-old right now, what does that look like? How do you take care of him? It's a boy, right?
Visit, we hang, go to games, etc.
School?
Yeah,
Pay
he
for
goes. Yeah, I don't take
got
him
a car?
to school. No, he's 16. No,
So who drives him to school?
his mom.
So you pay for the gas?
No,
You pay for her car insurance?
no,
Do you pay for her car bill?
no,
Do you pay for her light bill?
no.
Do you give her money for food?
Of course,
How much?
it's whatever she needs.
I don't think the woman is liking the way he's handling things. I can understand, it is this classic, I take care of my kids without child support, but he is. I mean, he's laying it out there. He's buying clothes, buying food. He's taking care of the school trips for the kids and stuff like that. I mean, he's basically doing what everyday parenting would be like if you were living there. I think she's expecting more, taking care of the mom's vehicle costs like fuel, insurance, and just everything in general. Well, that's kind of different. That's not child support. That becomes some form of spousal support, which is what we were talking about here. They're discussing child support. Big difference between the two. The money for the kids is meant to go to the kids, not to the mom to go spend however she sees fit.
You spent $2,594 on miscellaneous bullshit that doesn't matter in a singular month. Just literally spend a third on that and you can pay this off. I don't get it. Your priorities are...
Yeah, my mom will help me pay off my debt and stuff.
You don't need her. Look at your spending, dude. You just have to control it. For f***'s sake. I have a headache. I need you to separate from your mom somehow. I need her to I just need you need to not be able to have access to her somehow. This is because I have no problem with someone helping someone out. And I have no problem with asking for help either. But what she is doing and taking care of you and babying you and doing all this, you're never gonna grow the f up or learn how to budget or learn how to manage your finances. You're never gonna be able to be independent ever. And you take advantage of it so crazy. Dude, your mouth is never delatched from those dude. You are still right up on them.
Spent $2,600 on bullshit in 1 month and wondering why you're in debt. Let me get this straight. You have no concept of budgeting, which clearly we just found out, and you're leaning on your mom to bail you out. Mom isn't doing her daughter any favors by bailing her out. Your priorities are a joke, and it's time to cut the financial umbilical cord and learn to be an adult. This was definitely a woman you would not want to be in a relationship with because she would bleed you dry. But asking for help isn't an issue, but abusing it because you can't stop overspending on random bullshit is embarrassing. Time for you to grow up, girl. Just like he said, your mom shouldn't be your fallback for every financial screw up that you have, which seems to be on everything.
I need his help.
Okay. All right. And how much is tuition?
Tuition is about $5,000 a year per child.
Okay. Per year?
Yes.
Okay. This better be a pretty great school.
Yeah, it's connected to Yale and Harvard.
Oh, okay, interesting. So, how was the bridge? Because you definitely didn't show up for court the last time.
No, I did not, Your Honor.
Okay, so I'm guessing everything went well.
I'm a civil engineer, Your Honor, and I was in Italy for a conference, not the building of the Bridge of Gibraltar.
Oh, okay.
You must have lied to
Well,
me.
she didn't know.
Apparently didn't know that there's a large step up from being housewife to employed.
Oh. I caught that. Continue.
So I'm currently paying the insurance for our children.
Okay, and how much is that?
$500?
$500, okay. And that's for both children?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Continue.
Now, I don't understand exactly why my loving wife would think that in combination that we are paying for our children, considering I'm the...
Ah, yes. Time to come up for air and taste justice. Pay up, pay up, pay up. The clip cuts off, but the full story is that she got nuts just using that to mask the contractual hustle, and it backfired beautifully. Next.
Anybody trying to date me, my bills or your bills?
Oh, no, we've already covered this one before. Yeah, she can go to hell. Next.
Just told you he's married. Oh, okay. So we're going to stick to why we're here. We're not here for you to tell your love story about him, okay? This is for us to talk about you paying child support. Now, your daughter, who does she live with?
Our love child, yes.
Okay, your love child. Who does your love child live with?
Chris.
Okay. And she's been living with Chris, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And since she's been living with you, Mr. Hawkins, have you been receiving any type of child support?
Yes, we have. It's around $227 now.
Okay.
And I've been just putting that in a trust for our daughter, so she'll be able to get that once she's older.
Okay.
So I'm just right now just wanting this money, so it goes to her. So when she ends up leaving, go and do what she has to do, she has money. So I'm not trying to break her or anything like that.
Okay.
It's just to help support my daughter.
Well, I hope you wouldn't, because she seems pretty infatuated with you. Ma'am, so what I'm going to do is calculate your child support, okay? So your child support I have at the $52,000 a year. That's what you currently make as a teacher.
Yes.
Okay. Your gross is $4,400. And then that brings your net down to $3,653.78, okay? Are you taking notes and following me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Not quite sure what's all going on here because this is just a clip of the whole case. But sounds like he's taking child support and putting in a trust for the daughter. Okay, which is great. It's showing that he was wanting that money to go specifically to her when she, I guess, becomes of age. Now, why is he back in court trying to get more money? I mean, in a sense, you're already getting money to take care of the child, but you're locking it away in a trust. So is the trust necessary where he could be using that money to take care of a child? I don't know. If anybody's seen this whole thing, let me know in the comments below kind of what is going on here. It's kind of hard to really comment on something when there's this very small fraction of what we've seen here.
What on God's green earth were you doing that your daughter is here by herself at 7 years old? She's terrified and goes into the bar and asks random bar people to help and call the police. You understand my frustration?
I have no idea. I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry ain't gonna cut it.
We've been telling you, we've been searching for you for 6 hours.
Right.
Had they not been nice, somebody could have been like, you know what, I'm going to help you find your mom. Come get in my car. Let's go. You know what? Then you never see your daughter.
Damn, so your 7-year-old wandered into a bar asking for help because you left her alone in the car, and it sounds like for hours, and now you think sorry is going to cut it? You know, this is beyond irresponsible. Anything could have happened to that kid while you were off doing God knows what. 6 hours of a missing kid while you're nowhere to be found. You're lucky all you're getting at this point is a lecture. Or if anybody knows, let me know in the comments if this mom got put in jail or if they put the kid with a more responsible family member. But Jesus Christ, lady, if all you got was a lecture, wake up. Because next time you're not going to be so lucky. Get your priorities straight before something tragic happens.
Well, if you're making a pretty good income, you could send more.
I agree with that.
Maybe you could work harder.
No, ma'am. Maybe you can work harder to be in your child's life. And I highly doubt a judge would place the child with you knowing that you travel, you're doing all of these things for growing your business, and the child is with him. Sounds like 100% of the time.
No, not all the time.
Okay, how often do you have the child?
When he allows the child to be with me when I'm not traveling.
Oh, okay. So when you're not traveling, that's how often?
Really, a couple of days a month.
Exactly. You made that up. This is what we're going to do. We're going to place you on child support based on that $100,000 a year, ma'am. Yeah, and don't look confused. It is absurd that you believe it is okay to only send a couple of $100s to dad for your child, and you actually think that it's okay for your child to be toting along with you to grow your social media influence. Yeah, no, that's not what we're going to do.
Damn, so basically she's trying to build the social media empire while barely paying child support and seeing your kid a few days a month? No wonder the judges are buying this bullshit. You can't use the I'm too busy growing my brand excuse while bailing on your financial responsibilities. Traveling and chasing followers doesn't mean you get to slack off as a parent. Maybe work harder on being there for your kid instead of trying to rack up likes on Instagram. The court isn't here for your influencer dreams. It's here for your kid's well-being. Well, here's a reality check. Financial irresponsibility, rebound relationships, and half-assed parenting isn't cute. No matter how you spend them. The truth, you can't expect people to pick up your slack when you're dodging responsibility at every turn. Whether it's skipping out on child support or burning through cash while still leaning on mommy and daddy, these are prime examples of how personal accountability is one thing solely missing in today's relationship dynamics. I think it's missing as well in today's society. Time to grow up, get real, and stop playing the victim card. Anyways, guys, that's the end of the video here. If you like what you've seen, hit that like button, share, subscribe. Drop me a comment down below what you think. I'm going to go to the gym. 2 in a row is too much. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.